Right. Oh, come on. Come on. There we go. Now, maths time. Can we see okay? Oh, I'm tired. In this lesson, the practical problem lesson, there isn't any new formulas. What we're doing is we're just using the formulas for practical problems. So I'll give you a couple of examples we'll do together. So let's say you have somebody, and let's say they get paid €5 in the first year. Then in the next year they get paid, let's say, €7. Then they get paid €9, like this. So what type of sequence is this? Yeah, it's AP, isn't it? And my question would be, how much do they get in 20 years? So what type of problem is this? S or U? S 20. Yeah? Do you remember the formula? It equals A. What's A?
5.
Oh, sorry, arithmetic. N over 2. N over 2.
Bracket.
20 over 2. Bracket. 2A. What's 2A? 10. Plus N minus 1. 19 times 2. So that would be 10 times 48 is 480, is it? Yeah. In 20 years. Yeah, okay. That's our first example, if you want to write that down. It's not 480?
No,
What is it?
292.
292?
It's 29.2.
What? What's 19 times 2? 38. That's 19 times 2.
Oh, this is that. Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know. Wow.
Yes, Ari.
Dummy. Okay.
There. Okay, you got that? Oh, yeah.
What problems in AP and GP?
These are all AP-GP problems, yeah.
But if someone makes a formula, like a formula like that makes this this kind of formula. If
Yeah.
someone creates one, like does this person like make money out of it?
Yeah, that's what an actuary does. Actuaries are like financial mathematicians. So they would use formulas for calculations and problems like this. So if you know how much that person is going to get, then you could, for example, what might be common would be, you could say, I will give you €400 today if you give me all your future payments. So you get 400 today, but then you forego 480 over 20 years. Do you get what I'm saying? So imagine you're receiving this money, the 5, then the 7, then the 9. Would you rather have it bit by bit each year for 20 years, or would you rather have a lump sum right now?
No lump sum.
Yeah. So I'm saying to you, I'm offering to buy all those payments off you, so I get them instead. I will give you a lump sum today of 400. So then you need to decide if you're willing to lose €80 so you can get your lump sum today. But you don't have to wait 20 years. So what the actuary does is decides what would be the good value to offer you for these payments. So for example, if I offered you 100, Maybe, maybe not.
Like what I was looking at is like the person that created simultaneous equation or the person that created factorization method,
Yeah.
that kind of stuff. Like you like factorization method, you minus b, like.
Are you saying can you make money using
No,
factorization?
no, I mean like
No, can you make a formula?
The people that invented these
People that
formulas,
invented that formula.
what did they get
Yeah.
for inventing it?
And do they like get money?
No, that's not how maths works. You don't get money for making formulas.
He's thinking about money too much.
He is thinking about money too
He's
much.
asking
Yeah.
this question for every subject.
Does he?
You want-
Excuse me, in
wants to
EAP,
make it
if you
done
know how to write a sentence, do you get money?
No,
No, that's different.
that's different.
That's different.
Yes.
Sounds the same to me. Right, here's the next example. So, you have a frog, and the frog hops 1 meter. Then the frog hops half a meter. Then the frog hops a quarter of a meter. Okay? And I want to know, how far does he travel in total if he does this forever? Final position. What is it? Yes, some of you know already? I heard someone say it. 2 meters, yeah. What are you actually calculating here? S infinity. Do you remember the formula for this? A over 1 minus R. What's the A? 1. And what's the R? Yeah? Okay, I'll give you another one that's harder now. It's just how far does the frog travel in total? Like, what's the distance he travels in total? Now, Marwan, think about your maths, not the Champion League. Which team are you supporting?
Barcelona.
Just lucky guys.
Sharp, sharp.
You like their chances? You think they'll do well?
One man army.
Not good.
You think they won't do well?
Yes.
Not very good support then. Right, can I scroll down? Yes? Okay, now, here's a harder one, okay? So, what you have here, somebody has a ball and it begins, he holds it 1 meter above the ground, okay? Then he drops it and it bounces back up, but of course it doesn't bounce to the same height, it bounces to a lower height. So it starts off at 1 meter, then it bounces to a height of 0.8 meters, and then it goes down and bounces up again, and it won't be as high. The third height will be lower again. So we'll say, yeah, 0.64 meters, and it continues like this. So just like the last question, I want to know what is the total the ball moves. I want the total distance travelled. Now you know that's definitely wrong because after only 2 bounces, it's gone much more than this.
We said
Do we like consider the distance down twice, like
So what did you get?
10?
12.
No.
4. 8. 11.
Anyone get the right answer?
It's not 5.
Peter's going to figure it out. I can see him thinking. He almost has it.
No.
Yeah, you do. What is it?
I think like up and down.
No one? I think the answer is 9. Let's calculate it. Yeah. So you have, first it travels 1 meter, right? Then it travels 0.8 and 0.8 again. Goes down 1 meter, up 0.8, down 0.8. Up 0.64, down 0.64. Like this. So this is equal to 1 plus, and then can you see these guys here? They're all double, aren't they? There's 2 of them. So it's 1 plus 2 times 0.8 plus 0.64 plus etc, 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 etc. And this here I can use my formula. A over 1 minus R. What's the A for this series?
0.10.
And what's the R?
0.2.
0.16.
No. No.
0.8.
But the
Oh,
A,
yeah.
isn't the A1?
For where?
Read by
Isn't that
No, I'm only looking at the infinite series here.
4 times.
Yeah.
Where's the 1 plus 2 coming from?
Well, you can see the 1 on the previous line, can't you?
Like 2 is multiplying. Like 2 is part
Oh,
of.
okay.
Can you see? Bella, why do I have the 1 here? Well, because I have the 1 here. And why do I have the 2 here? Twice. Yeah. Alright. None of you got this. That's a problem because this was an exam question a few years ago.
How many marks?
4 maybe.
So if each one is 4 marks, how many questions would you
Well, hang on, you're doing maths, right? So the questions are 4 marks, and section A needs to be 40 in total
As in, 40 marks.
for section A.
Oh, I thought you meant 40
How many
questions.
sections are there?
Section A and B.
Only 2 sections.
Section B is.
So section B is 30 marks.
Oh, 60.
That's
Isn't the total 70?
Huh? Say again, Peter?
Section B is what kind of question?
Long questions.
Some questions. Like multiple. Let me see.
1 plus 2 is 3. Then A. 1 divided by 2 is X. Find Z. Then B. 2 times A.
Don't listen to them, okay? They don't know what they're talking about.
I will see that a girl ran and fell down. So her head scattered. It's like the distance between her head and her body, and her hand and her body. Just multiply it and distance.
Do you know,
The first
I feel sorry for this class, because at least I only have to see you guys like 12 hours a week, but they have to be with you all the time, every day, all day. It must be tough on them. It must be tough. Difficult, huh? They're not saying anything.
You can't go on the classroom.
Right, let's do another example now. Have you got that one? Yeah. So another famous example here is you have a chessboard, and do you remember or do you know how many squares are on the chessboard?
64.
64. And what you do, on the first square you put 1 little grain of sand, on the second square you put 2, Then on the next square you put 4, and so on. The question is, what is the total number of grains on the chessboard? Do you understand what's happening? You have 1, then you put 2, then you put 4, then the next one you would put 8, until all the squares are filled. Okay, so calculate the total. Well, firstly, is it AP or GP?
G.
GP, yeah. Okay. Got an answer? It should be very big, I think, right? Because what you're calculating is S64, which is A 1 minus R power n over 1 minus R. So this ends up being 2 power 64 minus 1, which is huge. 10 to the 19. Yeah. Right, next one. So this is an exam type of question now. So you imagine that there's some bridge being built, and the distance here is 100 meters. And we'll say on the first day they can build 10 meters of bridge. Then on the next day they build 9 meters. Then on the next day they build 8 meters, etc. Okay. How many construction days are needed to build the bridge? Oh, and just to be clear, what I'm saying is on the first day, day 1, they built 10 meters. Then on day 2, they built 9. Then on day 3, they built 8. And they have to keep going until they get across. Oh, you think maybe they can't? Yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. I made it too big, didn't I? Sorry, guys. I think this number is too big. I'll make it a smaller number. I'll make it 50, maybe. 50 is safe. Oh, I'll be. Give me the calculator for a second, please. I want to pick a safe number. No, I'm going to say 49. There now. Now, is it exact or did you have to round it? So what you have here is Sn equals 49. Yes? You want to add up all these until you get to 49. So that would be n over 2, 2a plus n minus 1, and what's the d here? Minus 1, good. And this should equal 49. Okay, so what'll I do here? I think I'll multiply by the 2. That's 20 minus n plus 1 equals 98. So that's n times 21 minus n equals 98. That's 21n minus n squared equals 98. That's n squared minus 21n plus 98 equals 0. And what are the values here for n? Just one answer? 14 and 7. 7 or 14. Now, why not 14? Why is the answer 7 and not 14?
Confirm it. When you confirm it.
Yeah, but if you put 14 in, it'll work. You'll get 49 meters as well.
Just let start like destroying the bridge.
That's it, yes. Yes, after day 7, they go build more and more. And then because the d is minus 1, instead of building a positive number, they'll build a negative number. So what will happen is, it's like you say, they build the bridge, they build a little bit extra, and then they start destroying until they get back to 49. So this answer we reject. We stop when we first get the bridge constructed. Okay. Now, interesting though, suppose the answer from the quadratic formula was something like 7.1, suppose. Do we say in the exam the answer is 7 or 8?
8.
8.
7 is not finished yet.
Yeah. Yeah, if you said 7, then you'd be leaving the bridge a little short. You would need one extra construction day, even though you don't need to use the whole day. Half day, yeah. Yeah. So, for these questions here, you actually usually round up if you have to round. Yeah? Can I scroll down? Is this one okay?
Yes.
Yeah. Let's see. I'll give you a tough one. Okay. No, will I give you a tough one? Do you want a tough one?
No.
Do you want an easy one?
Do we need a tough one?
Okay, I'll give you a medium one then. I'll give you one that's actually like an exam one. Let me just get it here. So this last one I want to do is an exam type of one. Now, just before I do it, I'll just give you a little concept here. Take this sequence here. Let's say 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You don't have to write this down. It's okay. No, it's okay. I'm just explaining something here. What type of sequence is this?
AP.
It's AP. Okay. If I take out the first, the third, and what's that? The seventh term, I have 2, 4, and 8. What type of sequence have I made now? GP. So what I'm saying is you can have GP inside of AP and vice versa if you take the right terms out. Okay? So anyways, this just helps you with the example I have. So you have an arithmetic sequence, okay? The first term, the second term, and the sixth term are also geometric. So if you want me to draw it like this, you have an arithmetic sequence, A1, A2, A3, or U3, U4, U5, U6. And then if you take out the first, the second, and the sixth, yeah, the first, the second, and the sixth, you'll get a GP. Okay? I also tell you, U7, U8, U9, U10, the 11th term is 1. So U11 is 1. What is A? Okay, so this is a hard one. Let's do this one here. What is A? Now look, we'll do this one together. These guys are geometric. So there is something you know about the relationship. If I take this guy and divide it by this guy, what should I get? Very good, I should get an OR. If I take this one and divide it by this one, what should I get? OR. So you can say U2 over U1 equals U6 over U2. But remember, they're also arithmetic. AP. So what does U2 equal? That is A plus D. What's U1? A. What's U6?
A plus 5D.
And U2?
A plus
That's one equation. But don't forget, I also told you U11 is 1. So that is saying A plus 10D equals 1. Now, how many equations do I have? I have 2. And how many unknowns do I have? I also have 2. So I should be able to solve this. Let's solve this together. What I'll do is I'll cross multiply here, and I'll get A squared plus 2AD plus D squared equals A squared plus 5AD if I cross it. Okay. What can I cancel on the left and the right? A squareds. So I'll get D squared equals 3AD. What else can I cancel? D, because D can't be 0. So I end up getting 3A equals D. Then what can I do with that? Yeah, I can sub it into this, can't I? So I get D is 3A. So that's A plus, what would this be? 30A equals 1. So A equals, and that's the answer. Okay. Now that's a hard one, but that was an exam question.
I don't understand. It's close to 3AD and then 3A is close to D.
Huh? Say again?
The parts where you did A squared is close to 3AD and then.
Oh, sorry, that's a D squared. Sorry.
Okay,
D squared, yeah. I cancelled the D then. Okay, mate, you can write that down. Be strong. You need energy for your chemistry exam. Got it? Easy, hard? Right, do you all have that? Yeah. Now, these are a little bit tricky. I feel like in the tutorial this week we'll probably be doing some of these in it, I would say. Okay. So if you can do your best to do all of those questions, you can get a start on them now. How many is there? There's a good few. Yeah. Good luck.
You didn't give, or we should do everything.
All of them. Yeah.